can't talk about your dating history sober. What's up? What's poppin'? Let's talk about my dating history, even though nobody asked about it. So I was scrolling through YouTube the other day, and I got suggested a video from the Random Talks. It's a podcast. She talked about why bi women mostly date men. And as a lesbian who has only been with bi women, I may know a thing or two. Not a lot. And really, it's a interesting circumstance and point of view that I have to offer. It's like kind of in line with like your normal talking points of why bi women might date men more than they date women, which she gets into in her video. I'll link it down below. I suggest you watch it. But I've been serious with 3 women, all of them bisexual. One of them was pan, but as some pansexual people know, sometimes you're just like, I'm bisexual because it's easier than saying pan, and then people are like, what's pansexual? Or then you just get jokes about pansexuals. It's the worst. Anyway, I'm not even speaking as a pan person, but you know, I know it's not easy out here for pan people. But out of the 3 that I've been serious with, 2 of them ended up going back to men. Going back to white men in particular, which has to do with kind of why I feel like they went back to men, and it probably isn't even on purpose, but still, both the white women that I've been with ended up going back to white men after I broke up with them, and it kind of is for the same reason. So it's kind of like, you know, if I had a nickel for any time a girl I've been with has gone back to white men, mostly because it just kind of would make their life easier to be with a white man, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. So the 2 things, it's not like yes, obviously like in society and everything, like being a white man is easier, but it's not even like directly linked to just like society and like, you know, society as a whole influencing them. It's more specifically their families. The one thing that they both have in common is that their families are conservative, white, homophobic, kind of racist. And then it's just like, you bring me home, and it's just like, hi mom, hi dad. And that's the thing too, is like both of them weren't out when even though like the one girl, I wasn't her first girlfriend. And just for anybody, I have been with a black woman, and I've learned my lesson of what it can be like dating white women, because for some reason, anytime I date a white woman, I get stuck with the worst conservative, kind of racist, kind of homophobic family that you could get. So, you know, I might write off white people. Nah, that sounds crazy. I am half white, but I might, you know, write off white girls. Not even I will, no offense, write off white girls, because I just can't take the risk again. Even being half white, every time I pick a white girl, I literally, it doesn't work out. And it's always because of their family. And, you know, I'm over here, every time, I'm okay being a secret. Like, if you know your family is, like, racist, homophobic, like, I'm okay being a secret. Just keep me in the closet. We both kiss. I mean, I'll be out openly, but we don't have to be together. I don't even care. I mean, of course, eventually, if I want to be serious with them, like, that bridge needs to be crossed. But, like, both of them just, like, were so eager to just, like, let their parents know that they were with a woman, even though they knew that their parents most likely would not like the fact they were with a woman. And I'm like, of all women, you pick me. I'm black and a woman. And you know that they're, like, as conservative as you can get. And you're like, let me bring home a black woman? And now I have tattoos, like, and I just obviously look gay. Like, it's insane. And every time they just, like, thrust it out there that they're with me, and it never goes well. Oh, my God, my first girlfriend, we literally started talking, and I had gone over to her house to watch a movie. I had my grandpa drop me off because I wasn't driving yet. I think I was like 15 at the time. I get dropped off. We're chilling, watching a movie. We kind of start like cuddling a bit, you know. My grandpa calls me to let me know that he's outside at the end of the date to pick me up. and her dad comes upstairs. And she, like, at this point, like, I was leaning back on the couch, she was leaning on me, and then I had sat up when my grandpa called. So, but she still was kind of like leaning a little bit on me, but like I wasn't really like actively cuddling her. Come to find out, after I leave, her parents ask her like, is she gay? I feel like I'm pretty sure that's how it went. At first they were like, is she gay? And then the girl was like, yeah. And then they were like, do you like her? And she was like, yeah. Went downhill. They took her phone away. I literally couldn't see her. Like, they would not let me see her at all outside of school. It was crazy. It was terrible. Then, like, I was with this girl for so long, too. And there's reasons I'm not going to get into. Just, like, I'm not going to just, like, put all her business out on the internet. There's reasons that I stayed longer than I should have. And the things that I experienced, because it got to the point where, like, my mom got involved because I was dating this girl for, like, a year and a half, 2 years. I think it was a year. Something like that, a year or two, and I could barely see her because her parents literally like banned her from seeing me. And I got to the point where my mom literally reached out to her mom and like had a sit down. So yeah, my mom had to arrange a meeting with her mom, and they met and they sat down, and then her mom tried to like fake act like she wasn't being racist and homophobic, and that's why I couldn't see her daughter. It was a whole thing. Anyway, end up being able to see her. Her family starts bringing me on like family vacations, but just like always being weird and like conservative. Like, I literally went on a family vacation with them once, and we were driving, and like her mom literally said like a racist joke. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like about Chinese people, and then she like looked at me in the rearview mirror and said something. Oh, what did she say? Man, I done blocked it out at this point. I used to tell everybody this, but I got so old, I was just like, let it go. She said something. She said this racist joke, looked at me in the mirror, like something along the lines of like, some racist jokes are funny. Like she knew she was being racist, put it on me. I'm like 17 maybe at this point, in a car with her, as like they're the only adults around. Like, I don't have my parents also coming with me. Just weird. So I break up with that girl. She ends up going back to white men, which, if you look at it, why go through the hell of having to like get harassed by your family because you're dating a woman or a black woman or just a black person in general when you just date a white man? Like, there's plenty of white men around. It's not like it's an issue finding one. And it literally will just make your life easier, just in, like, the family aspect. And obviously it's for the people that, like, no matter how different and, like, racist or homophobic their family may be, it's still their family at the end of the day. So, you know, they're gonna ride for them to, you know, to a certain point, I guess. I've been wronged by my family a lot. I talked about in one of my last videos how, like, they done lied to me my whole life about who my dad was, and that's why I couldn't watch Power Rangers. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm quick to cut my family off if they are just freaking me over and just not respecting me, like being weird. I'm quick to cut them off. But you have those people that, you know, even if you're racist or homophobic, they're still gonna ride for him. You know, you were bisexual, or you are bisexual. You dipped your toe in the bi pool, and you saw how your family reacted, and when that relationship ended, you were like, all right, let me do what my family needs me to do and get myself a good white man. And, like, the same thing happened. So the third girl I was with, she was in college. I was older at this point. She had been with a girl before, but she's not out. She bought, you know, like a necklace with a J on it, and she would wear that home. Matching jewelry, and like her dad peeped the jewelry, and then peeped that I was wearing the jewelry, and then like once again, I look gay. So, like, if you keep talking about me and you're wearing matching jewelry with me and I'm coming out to visit you at college, they're going to put two and two together that, like, you like me and I like you. I love you. You love. So, once again, the girl that I'm talking to just, like, you know, is like, yeah, I do like her. We are, you know, getting serious. Once again, family did not react well. Once again, I would have been fine being a little secret for a little bit longer. Every time the families find out, it's just so unhinged. Literally, her mom called her and she was on the phone with her mom, and her mom asked her if I even graduated high school. I graduated high school with honors, but she's only asking because I'm black. So then it's like racist and homophobia, and it's every time I'm with a white woman, their family just has to be racist and homophobic. And like, once again, if I had a nickel for every time, I'd have 2 nickels, and that's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. And of course it had to happen twice to me, right? It's a sign. Like, no more white women for me. I feel like I haven't said a lot in this video, but I also did drink before this video because, like, I really can't. Like, who wants to talk about their dating life sober? I didn't really have much to say, just besides the fact that, like, why every time I have to date a white woman, their families have to be racist and homophobic, but also how it leads to them just going back to white men, which is like fine. If you really rock with your family no matter what, why not make it easier on yourself if you're attracted to the white men that you're getting, to just go that route? Because honestly, like, when I was with the women, like, you think about the future and it's like, okay, I want kids. Like, I'm gonna have these mixed babies with them. And their grandparents are going to be mad weird and mad racist and, like, homophobic. Like, why would and I've, like, low-key said that to the women that I've been with, that I've had, like, the 2 that I've been with that freaking have put me through that. And I'm like, why would I want my kids to go through that? You know how weird that is as a child to have to experience that? I wouldn't want to put my kids through that. And, like, same thing with them. I'm sure they don't want to have to deal with it either. So if you're bisexual and you like men and women, that's an easy way out. Just grab yourself a white man. So outside of the, societal norms and just the fact that there's more men around in general, that's my little tidbit of another reason why some women might date men more, and it's just literally directly related to their family and just having their family life be easier because their parents are super toxic and conservative and weirdos. But yeah, that's my little 2 cents that nobody asked for. If you have gone through the same thing, please let me know. If you've gone through the same thing twice or more, please let me know as well. Let me know if you have as many nickels as I do, or maybe you have more. And then also, let me know if, like, you are a white bisexual woman and you know your family wouldn't frick with like that, but you're just like okay with like cutting them off and you don't really care. Because like I said, I don't care at the end of the day what my family thinks. I'm going to live my life however I want to live it. Because if you're being toxic, why am I going to sit here and like bend my life around like whatever you think is right? But anyway, yeah. If you like the video, make sure you like the video. Make sure you check out the Random Talks video that I put in the description. And I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.